aerobatic box in the airport. Right now, we're at, I believe, 1,100 feet. Is that right, Kyle? And boss, thank you. 1,100 feet. Now, the FAA, with their permission, can say, all right, we'll let you do 1,000 feet clear of clouds. So if we've got clearance from the ground to the bases of the clouds at 1,000 feet, we can put airplanes up into the air. What we cannot do is change the rules, the minimum rules for jump teams or other performers who have stringent minimum. In the case of the Sherpa that's taking off right now, aboard that aircraft are members of the United States Special Operations Command parachute team, the Black Daggers. And they are parachute guys and ladies, and they have to have cloud-to-ground clearances of 2,000 feet. Because they've got to have time for those parachutes to deploy, get under canopy, and then get controlled so they can land on target. So they're not going to jump out of that nearly perfectly good airplane unless they've got 2,000 feet ground-to-cloud clearances. So right now, they can't jump. The Sherpa's going to go up there and circle, and we're going to keep them up there. They're going to orbit around, and hopefully things will improve. In the meantime, our air boss, Lieutenant Colonel Adam Wiggins, and Master Sergeant Kyle Gurnon are up here. They are going to go from a paper show that we have printed ahead of time with the sequence of performers to a whiteboard show. Show them the whiteboard, guys. Everything changes. We go from a show that's printed to a show that is updated with dry markers, and we shuffle the show as we go. These guys are very talented at that, and so we're going to do our best to make sure we have a show for you, get guys in the air as soon as we can. What we're going to do is wait as long as we can to start the show so we can have a traditional air show opening with a jumping in of the American flag, the singing of the national anthem, and perhaps even Sean or somebody circling the, don't circle the jumpers, it's going to be Sean hopefully, and Sean D. Tucker circling that jumper. That's our tradition. We want to try to start it out that way. In the meantime, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out here. We've got so much going on. And you've been raising money for Hasbro Hospital and other children's charities around here for 21 to 20 years now. This is the 21st year of the show. And to date, it looks like nearly over $1 million. It looks like we're going to bust $1.5 million today in donations over the years. We also have kind of an interesting opportunity for you to support some servicemen and women. And let me tell you about Mr. Claus, and that is not Santa Claus. It's a 23-pound lobster, and that lobster is on display near the C-130J Hercules aircraft that's on static display back behind us and show left of center. It is here and being held hostage, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very serious moment. Being held hostage by the folks from Gardner's Wharf Seafood. They're located at 170 Main Street in Whitford, and they've got this 23-pound lobster, and they're holding it hostage in case you don't give money for this cause. Dano, what did you say? What you got, Dano?
There's two J models on static. Which one?
Okay, I will tell you the one that is to the show left of center near one of the entrance gates. If you draw, actually it's fairly close to the kids, show center of the kids zone, if that's helpful. Is that helpful? Sufficient ceilings. We have to have at least 2,000 feet ground to crowd clearance. The Black Daggers are having to land in an airplane, something that they do not like to do. Kevin Haddon, team lead, said this morning that they have the distinct opportunity to jump out of nearly perfectly good airplanes because they don't think anything is. That's why they wear parachutes. They don't trust any airplane as being perfect. But they're touching down. We hopefully will have them up a little bit later to jump when the ceilings and the weather continues to improve. The Cessna 182 is off to the right. It's going to be turning. It's pretty short. Look over your shoulder to the left. This is the Super Herc, the Rhode, from right here at the Rhode Island Air National Guard. And Ryder Corrigan is going to be headed down to that booth very, very shortly. Is that right? We got him here. They'll be there shortly, and Hey, Ryder, come on up here for a minute. We've got just a couple of seconds so you can, those of you who are near the announcer stand can put a face to the name of the man who's going to be flying the F-16 Fighting Falcon, pulling lots of G's, going real fast, making lots of noise, and showing the capabilities of your United States Air Force's F-16 Fighting Falcon. And ladies and gentlemen, please say hi to Major Ryan Ryder Corrigan. Put that right in front of your mouth. How are you, partner?
Doing well, Rob. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you, sir. And I guess you're all conditioned. You had your practice flight yesterday. You had your demo flight yesterday. And glad you're here representing the United States Air Force.
Well, we're happy to be here. This show's got an amazing reputation out here. And when we got assigned to come to this show, we were just fired up. Everybody jumped up and down the office, hey, we got Rhode Island. It's great.
That's the great thing. So we'll see you down at the booth, or the folks can meet you down at the recruiting booth, right?
That's absolutely right. We've also got a Viper East booth that's set up out here over by the ASB, the Horseman's bus over here. So our guys will be in and out of that area all day. Come see us.
You can buy some swag. Turbo prop engine, and that is Rhode, and they go all over the country supporting air shows.
They do, and one of the things that makes this a great air show is we have equipment and stuff that we have to bring up, and our guys usually either have to drive it or pack it into our little travel pods. It's pretty crowded, but the folks from Rhode Island flew Herc down to pick our guys up, and just an example of one base helping another base out to get their job done. It was really class act.
And all being able to do it as legitimate training flights.
It is. You get a lot of other stuff accomplished on these flights too, other than just going from point A to point B.